my gorgeous Libras. Thanks for stopping by. It's awful nice to have you. Well, I wonder where our saga is going to lead us today. Well, let's go ahead and find out. Libra, Libra, Libra. Ooh, here comes that old Knight of Cups. Oh, heading straight towards the Ten of Cups. Oh my goodness. Is there some love abounding here? We'll see. Could be a little bit of disappointment, though. Someone not feeling like they're going to achieve. They're not achieving right now. Okay. Well, it looks like somebody's heading in your direction. They've got a cup of love, and looks like they're bound and determined to get this beautiful relationship together with you. They see you as a long-term committed relationship with all the necessary ingredients to make a warm, loving, abundant family, future. You know, on the Ten of Cups card, there's a man with his arm around a woman, and they've got children dancing all happily and playfully there, and they look like their life is just bliss. And this is how someone sees you, and they're coming towards you to, I think, share their feelings with you. But they see themselves as possibly a little ashamed or embarrassed. This person could be someone who's used to having people praise them, follow them, and possibly look up to them. But right now they're feeling like they haven't made the mark. I feel like they haven't achieved their goal, and that looks like their goal was, you know, having something big and beautiful with you. They see you as their emperor. Looks like they're, you know, bound and determined to do it. It's just that they're not feeling very confident. With that Six of Wands in reverse right there before the Emperor. Yeah, they're not feeling real good about themselves. Here's those cards with the tiny little words again. Yeah, they say they're going to contact you soon. That card fell right on top of the Knight of Cups, who is in this reading, a moving person who's coming towards you with an offer of love. So it says soon. Coming soon. I want to give you the good life. I want to spoil you with gifts and trips, everything you could ever need or want. You deserve nothing less. Well, and then that card fell right on top of their Ten of Cups. They want to spoil you. They want the good life with you. The Ten of Cups is the good life. Yes, it is. I'm single. I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone and not looking to get into a relationship at this time. So that's probably how they're feeling, and probably what they'll spring on you too at some point. If they've been involved with someone and they've just become recently independent, they might want to stay in that independence for a while. Just have the feeling of relief, of being able to be free from whatever they were tied to. I think this person likes the idea of being independent, and they're torn between that independence and you, looks like. You might have kind of knocked this person off their throne. They might have thought they had the world by the you-know-whats, but you gave them quite the jar. This is that emotional intimacy card again, where they don't know how to open up with you. Being raw and authentic is something they're just not used to. They say they're working on it, but this person definitely is insecure. Emotionally insecure. Not too sure of themselves. Not right now, anyway. Yeah, they want to be with you forever. They've figured something out. They've had some sort of enlightened moment or epiphany or something. And yeah, they believe that they hear messages through music. Messages from you through music. That's what music's for, though, isn't it? Delivering messages. I feel bound by my culture and my family's beliefs, on how I should live my life. I'm working towards breaking free from limiting myself based on their beliefs. This person could be a different nationality, or there could be an age gap here. Really a broad difference in the way you think, about religion or spirituality. So that could be, that sounds like it's part of the problem. And they were a game player. It's all a game. It's all a game to this person, or it was. Right now, it looks like they want to get serious, though. They've had a change of mind. Like I say, kind of like an epiphany, maybe. Because they do, they do think of themselves as single. And maybe even when they get into committed relationships, if they do, they still act like they're single. That wouldn't be too good. That wouldn't be too good at all. You want somebody to be faithful. You may see some kind of big change come over this person. They may start to seem a little more honest to you. They're still impulsive, though. They've got kind of a rebellious side to them. They might see themselves as a perfectionist. Yeah. This card kind of confirms the card next to it. Their traditions, the kind of spirituality or religion or whatever that they conform to, that their family, their heritage or something. There could be quite a knowledgeable person, somebody who likes to study, somebody who likes history. But they could have their own beliefs, their own belief system, and that's been kind of at odds with you. They have this kind of a wild, impulsive side, but yet there's still a conventional side to them as well. And that has to do with their belief system, which they seem to be tied to, whether they realize it or not. This person, they might have made pretty good money at one time, or, you might have felt that you could be secure with this person, maybe grow together. You were thinking maybe this person was a good business person, reliable, protective. Maybe they are. They do want to spoil you. Seems like they want to protect you. But money is important to them. Security is important to them, and prosperity. So they do seek, material wealth. And you have been doing some recuperation, Libra, and contemplating. A lot of you have had to go into some sort of solitude where you could take counsel in your spirituality, convene with your higher power. Yeah, you were asking the universe what you should do, what your next move was going to be concerning this person. Yep, you thought it was all over. In fact, yeah, the love was gone. Love has gone cold. You felt empty inside. A lot of you feel empty. You've suffered a huge emotional loss. You're feeling very unloved. And that's why you had to convene with your higher power. You needed to gain some wisdom. You needed to gain some clarity. You wanted to basically ask the universe if you should reconcile with this person or not. You didn't know what was going on. You just needed some spiritual aid. Because you were very fond of this person. You may have reunited with him, known him before, and then reunited with him, and this time on a romantic level. They're appearing as a soulmate. But the love is gone between you, at least the way you see it. This person was selfish. They're selfish and they're impulsive. You might have thought that every turn of events with this person, every offer or whatever, had strings attached to it. And they breadcrumbed you. They gave you just enough, didn't they? That card comes up a lot in your readings, Libra. The unfairness of the whole relationship. How you gave and they just teased you, basically. Just gave you enough to keep you hanging on. To most people, this person appears to be ambitious, and they very well could be, because they are appearing as the King of Pentacles, someone who's good with money, attracts money, reliable. They're protective too. They take care of the ones they love or they care about. And that's what they say they want to do for you. They want to spoil you and take care of you. Yeah, they're making plans, or they have made plans. I would still be a little leery of this person because they do like being independent. Maybe not for long. Maybe they're just having a breath of fresh air in between relationships here. I think they want to be consistent now. Like I say, they like to study things. I think it's like maybe they're into history or, ancient religions or Yeah, they disappointed you in the long run. They're a disappointing person. They're vain. Yeah, they have a big ego. And they're known to cheat. So this person has a history of cheating. And, if you made them an offer, you told them you loved them and you wanted to, take the relationship farther, then they could have just reneged on that. That's when they went away. Because they're not sincere, or they weren't sincere in the past. Now they're coming up like they've got these big, strong emotions for you, and they see you as, somebody they want to commit to. Like I say, they're embarrassed. They're not. You knocked this person off their throne a bit. You jarred them. You hurt their ego, basically, because they're up here sitting on this throne, but they're feeling embarrassed. They're feeling like they didn't achieve what they set out to achieve. And that's something that they were trying to do with you. They were trying to achieve something with you. But you had a big awakening, Libra. You've been renewed in spirit, or you will be. You've done a lot of reflection. Yes, you have. This Judgment card fell right on top of the Four of Swords. So yeah, you've been doing a lot of reflection. You're coming up with a purpose for your life now. You're realizing your self-worth through self-evaluation. Some of you may have gone through the dark night of the soul, been doing shadow work here. Yeah, definitely see that. That means that you were terribly injured emotionally. Yeah, brought on a lot of self-doubt. You might have just felt physically weak, almost sick from this business. Definitely out of balance, and felt like you'd been totally manipulated. Yeah, well, this person's smart enough to manipulate. Very intelligent. They might appear prosperous to people. Probably appeared prosperous to you when you met them. I don't know if they are or not. The cards are saying they've got some material worth. But you're ending a cycle and moving on. You're transforming. You've changed. You're letting go of the past, releasing things, people, places. Yeah, you're saying goodbye. You're saying goodbye to your old lifestyle. You're moving into a brighter existence. Could have been caught in a cycle with this person. They could have had you on some kind of merry-go-round where you get so far, grab for the gold ring, and then you just miss it. You think, wow, I'm really getting somewhere in this relationship. Almost got that gold ring, and then you couldn't grab it. The merry-go-round would keep going around, and you'd have to do the same course over and over again because you just couldn't grab that gold ring. A lot of you, might remember that a long time ago they had gold rings that hung out on a merry-go-round, and if you could grab it and pull one out, I can't remember what the deal was. That might even been before my time, or I was really little or something, but I kind of remember that. But I also remember it, in old movies and stuff. But I don't know what the gold ring represented or what you were supposed to do with it. I don't know. Now it's become like a saying, you're grabbing for the gold ring. this person might have gone towards somebody and thinking that they were going to get something, some big reward out of it, somebody that they thought had money, somebody that they thought could benefit their life materialistically. And now, whatever they got involved with this person's outsmarted them in some manner. Yeah, this has come up before, possibly blackmailing them or threatening them in some way. They're going to slander him. They're going to talk about him and slander him in public if they don't conform or stay with this person or something. But this person's acting very cowardly, going about whatever they're doing in a very cowardly way towards your person and your energy. Yeah, we'll call them a karmic. Like I've said before, it's just somebody doing what they were supposed to do to teach this person a lesson. We just call them a karmic. It's easier that way. Don't know if they're really, well, yeah, have to be. They're karmic, but it doesn't mean they're wrong for doing what they're doing, because they're fulfilling the plans of the universe. Let's just put it that way. So what I'm saying is, I think this karmic was meant to come in to teach this person a lesson. And maybe that's happening right now. Let's see. Yeah, I think this person in your energy is trying to gain some information about you. I don't, but they want to get to you. I think they might discovered some sort of spirituality or found some spark of light within themselves that's causing them to want to be able to use their intuition more. Probably reflecting on what was going on with you and them, and now they're seeing the higher sense of it, that there was some purpose to it, that there was a meaning between you and them, and they were a soulmate, it looks like, or are a soulmate, but it looks like they're stuck with someone. They can't get out of that energy. Not yet. But it says, I'm single. Well, maybe they are single, but they're just... this might not even be a love relationship. This could be somebody that they're just responsible for. Somebody that they feel they have like a moral commitment to or something. But this person is acting like a sap. Acting in a threatening way, like they're going to tell on this person. So your person kind of has to go along with what the karmic is doing to them, so they don't get humiliated in public. Wow, this person looks like they're trying to heal. They're trying to stay more positive now in their life. They'd really like to renew this relationship with you. They find you very inspiring. In fact, of all the options that they have, you're the one they choose. Yeah, they're trying to have more faith. I think from the looks of these cards, they might have found a little bit, they might have touched on to some spirituality. Had some sort of epiphany, awakening. You've definitely had an awakening here on your side. Page of Cups. Now, you may may be feeling that they're going to come back with a message. This person's kind of immature, or will be acting kind of immature when they come in. They're kind of a dreamer, right? They're going to act like they're all innocent and everything, and they have all these ideas about the future. They're idealistic and all that. They're going to present you with an offer. They might not come right out and tell you. In fact, you might think something's a little off. Doesn't add up. You might be reading between the lines, and your intuition will be telling you that something just isn't quite adding up. You might be thinking that they're putting you back on that merry-go-round again, where there's no chance of grabbing the gold ring. And you could be maybe expecting them to return, or try to return. Spirit's saying that you're going to have your day in the sun. You're going to have a new, bright and shiny beginning. This person might come in and speak of a bright, new, shining beginning with you. They might even tell you that they want to have a family with you, that you're their joy in life, and how together you could succeed and bring all this optimism into your life, and you're going to stay young together. Your love will keep you healthy. I don't know, but you know what? You're going to get this Sun card, Libra. It's on your side, and if you don't get it with this person, you're going to get it with somebody else. Or you might just get it on your own. Sun card is kind of a family kind of a card. There's love there. I was going to say you could be independent with the Sun card. I don't know. It's more about renewal. It's about growth, raising a family, planting seeds, and then being rewarded with your harvest. You don't think you're being very recognized by this person. You may feel that they don't care about you anymore, and the whole thing was just a failure. You wished you'd never got into it. You could be feeling embarrassed and unachieved too over the whole thing you went through with this person. But you are going to have your day in the sun. Let's see, I got a new buddy with us today. The little gnomes went away for a little while. They'll be back. I like those gnomes. Those were a present to me. These other ones I've kind of had up in the attic. Every year I seem to accumulate a couple more of these Christmas people, stuffed people. Anyway, I guess this is a reindeer here we added to the collection today. They're just visiting. Like I say, they'll move along, and then some other Christmas character will take their place for a little while. I'd set them all around, but my house is cluttered with pottery and art, cactuses, flora and fauna. I guess I'm kind of a collector, one of those kind of guys. Yeah, your person here has been focused on money. And you just need to treat yourself the best that you can. Give yourself some love. That way you'll heal and you'll grow. If you don't love yourself, it's really hard to heal. Yeah, and then you'll also be attracting a balanced partner, someone who will give and take equally. It could be a real surprise. This Sun card might have something to do with attracting another partner, somebody that you're really going to have a great time with. Yeah, you and this past person or the person in your energy, you're both suffering over the breakup. They're suffering just as much as you are, maybe more now that they're trapped with somebody that they don't love. Trapped in a scary situation where they could be slandered and blackmailed and everything. Yeah, most of you just want out of this. You may not want to be out, but you feel that that's what's best for you. Get away from this whole situation. Well, because you're creating like a manifester. Yeah, you're manifesting. And that's why you're going to come into this Sun card. You're working on it. You've got something in the works, that you're just cut out for. Be true to your word. If you told this person you're leaving them or whatever you were going to do, stick with it. Always be true to your word. There's no reason to lie to anybody. There is once in a while. That little lie where you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. So you just kind of bend the truth a little bit to save them, some embarrassment or suffering or something. I don't think anybody's judged too heavily on those kind of little fibs where you're trying to, save someone from emotional pain or something. But I don't know. I'm not the judge of all mankind. You got really turned on when you first met this person. Yeah, and then you just stayed turned on over him, didn't you? Yeah, you were really very attracted to him, instantly excited. You just started vibing. And you know what? They've become highly inspired by you. They've seen something, they've seen your greatness. They may have not recognized it at the beginning, but I think you both had a real mutual attraction for each other. They might not have known the depths of your value, though. They might have been looking at you superficially for your looks or your lifestyle, whatever. Yeah, but they lied to you, and you knew it. You knew when they were lying. Well, you pretty much figured out, You might not have caught them in all their lies, but after a while you started catching on. You knew when they were lying. Yeah, I think a lot of you would like somebody to sleep with. I mean, cuddle up with at night so you wouldn't have to sleep alone. Somebody that could feel their touch, feel just the emotional vibration of sleeping with someone that you really cared about, love. Yeah, like I'm saying, I think a lot of you are a little ashamed and embarrassed that you even got into this relationship because you might feel like you humiliated yourself in a way. You might have gone overboard, like too much texting, just pouring out your emotions, page after page, or something like that. Just giving away too many of your thoughts and too much of your emotion, right? So you're like, oh man, I wish I hadn't have done that. This person's been hurt in the past, so they sealed their heart off. Now they carry a lot of emotional baggage. Now some of you may have been hurt in the past too, and you were hurt over this, of course. So this is kind of a message for you to make sure you don't seal your heart off. There are a lot of people out there, it seems, that when they get hurt, they seal their heart off. They close it up. They don't want to get hurt again. And so they become a person that hurts other people. They might not even mean to, but because they can't commit or they can't take a relationship as far as it should go, all the way, then that hurts people. It's as simple as that. Seal off your heart, and that could be hurtful to other people because their heart is open to you. And you've denied it, see? Just like what happened to you here. Somebody with a sealed off heart, your heart wasn't sealed off, so you're the person that got hurt. Wow, they got hurt too. They got hurt just like you did. Your life's getting better and you got a lot of good times ahead. With that sun card there on your side, you're in for an amazing life. But it's something that you have to work for. You have to plant the seeds. Maybe a lot of you have already planted the seeds and you're already reaping your rewards. Well, this card's come up before too. Some of you are trapped in a passionless connection with someone you're not in love with. You might have been at one time, but now the connection is dead. So you could be trapped as well. Your person is trapped, and you could also feel like you're trapped. Trapped by something. Doesn't have to be a love relationship. Trapped by a family, trapped by a job, something where the passion has completely gone out of it. This past person thought they knew everything. They were really arrogant. You couldn't tell them anything. They just thought they knew it all, and I suppose that has to do with their upbringing. This, the religion or their nationality or their culture, basically. They think, it's their way or the highway, possibly. Maybe they gave you that impression. Yeah. You could be mirroring each other, ghosting each other at the same time as well. Both of you too stubborn, too arrogant, too egotistical. That's a battle of the egos for sure. You already feel foolish, a lot of you, for even getting involved with this person in the first place. So, yeah, you definitely don't want to get a hold of them first. The passion may have been put on a little bit by this person. They might have just overdone it, and you really, really got hooked on them. And then they started to treat you with less and less attention. Yeah, they weren't paying attention to you. Maybe they would ghost you for longer and longer periods of time. You wouldn't know where they were or what they were doing. You began to feel like they were really using you, and maybe they had just used you all along, just for the passion. They wanted to dominate the relationship, and they were. They had a big hand in domination here. They're a controlling person. Like I say, you can't tell them anything. They're large and in charge. They consider themselves an emperor or an empress, and they very well may be, but in their own right. But when it comes to this relationship, they feel like they've lost out. You won. Yeah, they wanted to win, but they feel like you won. So this is a player, and it's like a contest to them, right? They've been playing games. They wanted to win, but they feel like you won. Won what? You never know what goes on in the mind of a player. They wanted to win you, but they wanted to do it on their own terms, their way or the highway. They wanted to dominate the relationship. And I believe they were dominating the relationship all along. You were too giving. You were letting them. So they got really self-assured. And possibly took you for granted. I think we just had this one person, believes they're getting messages through music. That's a confirmation card. I believe I said that already. One of these other cards that are buried now, but this person must really like music, and every time they turn on the radio or put something on, they hear a song that the lyrics really remind them of you, like you're singing to them or something. They didn't share. Like I said, they breadcrumbed you. They gave you very little to keep you hanging on. But now they want to spoil you. This person's kind of a dreamer, They have dreams, and they might follow through with those dreams if they could ever get away from this karmic. But I don't know if you like this person's character. Yeah, they put you through a lot of suffering, and you don't think they love you anymore, and you don't feel like you love them. How could you love somebody that hurt you, right? Some of you feel like you're still stuck. You just can't move ahead until you do something about this person's energy. You get back with them, or you move on. Most of you look like you got to move on because you've just been too hurt by them. And you've transformed, you've changed. You're moving on. A new cycle for you in life, a better one. I want you to know that. If you feel like you're going nowhere, or this relationship is going nowhere, you're moving on. You've got good things ahead of you. Again, this person wants to take good care of you now. They've got a plan. They've devised a plan, or they've had the plan all along. They just wouldn't live by it, or they wouldn't nurture the plan. But now they want to take care of you. That's part of their plan. They want to spoil you. They really love you and think that you deserve possibly more than they can give you right now. Well, they're stuck. And the card up here does say that they kind of enjoy being single and don't want to, put any love on their plate right now. They just might not want to get into the love thing because they need a break. Basically, they just need a breath of fresh air from being involved. I think they've figured out how to get away from this karmic, Or possibly they just don't care anymore. They just let the karmic do whatever they're threatening to do. Because this person's going to have to make a break eventually. Make it or break it. Yeah, they want something real with you now. I think they're tired of living this phony existence, dealing with people that are beneath them. Why do they do that? Why are they attracted to the low-vibing people, these karmics, and they let these people come into their lives? But they want something real with you now. Seeing the error of their ways, it looks like. Yeah, there's so much more ahead for you, Libra. These cards keep saying it over and over. There's more ahead for you, so much more. So if you feel trapped, you're in a rut, things aren't going your way, or whatever, let's look at the new year as a bright and exciting opportunity, okay? Jack's sleeping over here next to me. He's been a good boy lately. Hasn't been doing any barking during the show. I'll have to get him up here and let you see him again. He kind of liked being on the camera that one time we did it. Yeah, he really felt like something was going on. And there was. He got a lot of comments. Yeah, he's just snoozing away. He's so content. This person's, what they would say if they could, what you don't know, is that they'd say I was selfish and immature. Please forgive me. They do want your forgiveness, that's for sure. They want your forgiveness. But, they're not ready, are they? They're asking for time. They want to enjoy their independence for a bit, looks like. It's all been too much for them. A lot of you Libras have guardians watching over you. Loved ones that have passed on. They're there guiding you, trying to give you signs, messages, and their love. So you're being protected by your guardians. And this person is just stuck in visions of you guys together. Yeah. Of them taking care of you and spoiling you and whatever they can do to make you feel great. Traveling together. That was in the cards. Oh boy. Yeah. You might be expecting a call. If some of you haven't had the call or the text or whatever yet, got to be expecting it. This is a message of love. Doesn't need to be strictly from this past person. Somebody just wants to let you know this is a surprise. This will be a surprise. They just want to let you know that they have feelings for you. It's a love message. Might just come right out of the blue. Yeah, this past person wants to let you know that if they could only go back in time, they would have handled this a lot differently. Well, they believe they would anyway. Whether they really would is to be seen. Anyway, all right. There's the message for today. Thanks for stopping by the Old Swedes Bungalow. Peace and love to you, Libras.